Alright, well, man, tonight's been one of them weird nights where a lot of weird stuff keeps happening. I just made a video in regards to how my comments aren't showing up, and then one of them actually showed up, and then the other ones haven't. So, kind of strange. And I'm standing here just kind of looking through my blog. I was going to make some videos because, whatever, my brain I feel like I can think really well right now. So anyway, I was kind of looking through my blogs and I was trying to figure out maybe what video I should make. And I was thinking about making one about Teen Wolf and Kevin Garnett, which possibly I'll do after this video. But I mean, I even typed it in. I typed in a bunch of stuff about Kevin Garnett, whatever. And then I thought, all right, I'm just going to kind of glance through some other posts. And literally right when I clicked on this post, The Man Who Sold the World, it was from September 30th. I had band practice, and I went and picked up my friend, who's the singer or whatever, and we drove to the drummer's house, but on the way there, he was telling me how he wanted to add the song The Man Who Sold the World. And he's also in another cover band, and they just added the song as well, or they just played it. I can't remember what he said, but he was like, it's really simple. I think we should add that song just as a filler. And I was like, oh, that's fine, whatever. It's an easy song. And we got there, and neither one of us said anything to the drummer about it. And we were like a half hour into practice, and the drummer said, you know what song I think would be cool to add? The Man Who Sold the World. I think that song's awesome. And I was like, how in the world? And my friend who told me about it, he never said a word to that guy. So it's like our drummer was thinking about that song. My friend was singing about that song. And then literally on my way home from Omaha, I had to take my friend back home, and I turn on the radio, and the song that's on is The Man Who Sold the World. And, I didn't really look into it that much. I just wrote a little bit of gematria. I thought it was kind of strange. And it's not the David Bowie one, it's the Nirvana one. But it's interesting that David Bowie died earlier this year. I just made a post too, no lie. I'm not even joking here. I just made a post earlier tonight about Kurt Cobain and Lane Staley. And then, moral of the story. So exactly when I clicked on this post, The Man Who Sold the World, I clicked on that post. Exactly when I clicked on it, this commercial was going on, and I'll just show you the clip. They talk about the men who sold the world. Exactly when I clicked on this post to read it. I mean, it's just unbelievable stuff. I don't know how this happens, but let's just watch this little clip here.
I'm Helen Mirren, and I'm delighted to host Documentary Now. 6 new groundbreaking films from a master wordsmith to the historic final performance of art rock pioneers to the men who sold the world.
Hello? It says Bermuda instead of Bermuda.
Join me for the brand new season of Documentary Now on IFC.
So I'm telling you, right when I clicked on that post, it did this.
To the men who sold the world.
And I was like, how in the world is that possible? So anyway, let's look at some of the gematria in regards to it. So I looked at this lady, never heard of her in my entire life, Helen Mirren. And I guess she's really famous for winning the Triple Crown of Acting. She won the Academy Award for Best Actress, and then also had 2 performances where she was Queen Elizabeth II. And I literally talk about the Queen in all kinds of stuff. I talk about the royal family. I mean, I've been talking about this forever, it seems like. I mean, I just never stop mentioning it. It's even a little after 2 now in the morning, so literally it's October 3rd, the day that leaves 89 days left in the year. And if you've watched a lot of my videos, I've talked about how the number 89 seems to be very important in regards to Queen Elizabeth. And I just want to point out in this video clip here, the kid says it's spelled Bermuda, not Bermuda, or whatever, Bermuda. if you write out Bermuda in gematria, Bermuda equals 62 and 26, just like the word queen. Also notice it has the 111 on here. Queen Elizabeth born on the 111th day of the year. It even says New York here. New York equals 111. So, I mean, pretty strange stuff. What's even more messed up is I just made this video, and then people were commenting on there. This guy said, "Can you see my comment?" I wrote, "Yeah, I see it," and then it just disappeared after I refreshed the page. And then I even wrote that, "Hi, I just wrote to you, I see it." Now it's gone. Now all of a sudden it shows up, but still, if you go and look at all my other ones, none of them still show up. I commented to this guy. His comment's not on there that I commented on. But anyway, moral of the story, just not that long ago, it's the last message that I supposedly got in my little notifications here. This guy, Cleveland Cavaliers, says no. Well, that's very interesting because Cleveland Cavaliers in gematria has the same gematria as Queen Elizabeth II of 168. So, I mean, it's strange. How does that happen? Also, the lady on the documentary that says that, her name is Helen Mirren. She has identical gematria to my name, Daniel Barrett. 121 and 67. The word revelation also equals that as well. So just kind of weird. Also, in regards to the Cleveland Cavaliers, the stuff I was going to talk about with Kevin Garnett, I was actually going to lead it off with the story we got the other day about Kevin Garnett. Tyronn Lue, the Cleveland Cavaliers coach, said that he wanted Kevin Garnett on the staff. And I made a video about it because all of the Teen Wolf stuff that I've talked about, it connects back to the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Obviously, if you see here, there's Nebraska Cornhusker stuff all in the background of the movie. I have a ton of videos on this, so I'm not going to go into super detail. But Tyronn Lue used to play for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And honestly, when that went off, the man who sold the world, I looked down here at my clock or whatever. I don't know how to make it pop up. Hopefully you can see that. But it was 2:13 in the morning. The first day of Lupercalia, the Wolf Festival where they celebrate and sacrifice the wolf, is on February 13th, 2:13. Kevin Garnett, the original Teen Wolf, he was drafted out of high school and he went to the Timberwolves. The Teen Wolf, the guy in the movie, his name is Scott Howard. That equals 146. Also with the S exception, 56. Kevin Garnett equals 56 and 146. Fitting for him to be a Teen Wolf. So I guess one last thing I want to point out in regards to the gematria of what just happened to me. If you write out the lady's full name, her real name, I guess, is Helen Lydia Mironoff, or however you say that. But it's her actual name that she was born with. She's also 71, which is interesting in regards to Nebraska. Nebraska equals 71. Connects to the Teen Wolf stuff. But her real name equals 191. She was advertising for the show called Documentary Now that equals 191. And the show that it's a commercial for, the show that's on right now that I was half watching, but I was on my computer, Terminator 2. 191. I mean, interesting too, today has a date numerology of 49, like the word revelation. Think about Terminator 2 in regards to the end of the world, Armageddon, Revelation. Even if you write out 191, all these 191s, if you write it out in gematria, the small way, it equals 103, a lot like the date of 10-3. So who knows, just pretty weird stuff. I wanted to document it. It's been a very weird night. I can't get my comments. I mean, I don't know what it all means. I've been trying to figure it out. Sometimes I figure it out, or I think I have it figured out at least, and then other times I'm left puzzled like this one. What does the man who sold the world, or the men who sold the world, have to do with any of this? And how exactly does this happen? How does the TV, how does it even happen 3 times in one day? The man who sold the world comes up at like just random things, and then I'm sitting here. Right when I click on the post, they say that on the TV. So yeah, whatever. Leaving it at that. If I think of something else and I figure out more to the puzzle, then I'll obviously make another video. But I mean, this is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Why I think there's something bigger and something greater going on than just men sitting around scripting stuff. There's some type of universal code, some type of something that's going on that somehow is connected. I don't really know the true thing with it, and that's what I've been trying to figure out. There's lots of theories, but there's definitely something bigger and greater going on, and I truly believe that Freemasons and people alike know what's going on, and they know how to manipulate it and abuse it. So, just leaving it at that. Have a good one.